This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Blue Sky Uranium, Mr. Niko Cacos. Niko, it's so great to have you back on. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, Gerardo. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for asking. Let's get right into it. I saw a news release about a week or so again where Blue Sky announced that it was raising a little bit of cash. Not a lot of cash, but a little bit of cash. And I know that you and I share similar sentiments on the bullish case for uranium and the fundamentals, which, people much smarter than I describe as the most bullish uranium fundamentals they've ever seen. And so when I looked at that and I saw the non-brokered private placement announcement and I saw the price at which you were doing it, I wanted to get together and have a conversation about why this is likely going to be a pretty bargain basement financing as far as the price goes. And that contrasts a lot with the multiple catalysts that the company has here in light of those very bullish uranium fundamentals. So let's get right into it. You're doing a financing. What are you doing with that cash, Niko?
Yes, indeed. We are doing a financing. We announced one, and we announced it a small one because the state of the market, which has had a bit of a step back, and the current low price of the shares, but because we're expanding our exploration efforts in our field in Argentina to include two additional targets for which we have just very recently begun to receive exploration permits. We want to ensure that the program doesn't get halted for lack of funds. We want to ensure that we're well funded to continue our exploration efforts on these two very, very promising targets. And that's why we announced the small financing.
Let's talk about the price and the terms on the financing, because both are very, very attractive. Again, I couldn't be more bullish on the uranium space. I think 2023 is going to be, an absolute barn burner. As great as 2022 was, I think 2023 is going to be absolutely spectacular. What are the terms on the financing?
Well, it's a unit financing. It's done. It's being done at 10 cents, and the warrant is at 20 cents, which is good for 2 years. So it's an excellent opportunity for investors to get in almost at seed level. In terms of financing for a company that already has a deposit identified, and we're at the stage right now where we're looking to find additional deposits. So we're at a stage where arguably is the best value adding stage of any company, which is, identifying more uranium pounds and potentially seeing the company grow.
So just to be clear, it's a 10-cent financing with a full warrant for good for 2 years?
That is correct.
Okay. Let's talk about the project. The flagship project is the Amarillo Grande project in Argentina. Now, the Grasso Group, which Blue Sky Uranium is a part of, is responsible for pioneering mining in Argentina. I have to believe you're getting a lot of interest because of the scale of the project, and I have to believe that you wouldn't be raising money at these levels if you didn't think that those two targets that are priority targets were going to be worth getting out there and putting the truth machine to them.
Yeah, absolutely correct. I mean, these two targets, especially the Cuateo Cuatro target, in the past, the reason we identified it is because we were able to get some of the best, highest grade results from any of the targets that we have identified. And now that the permits are coming in, we're quite excited to see what's at that target. So, and we're having a very good feeling about that. And and behind, we are managed by the Grasso Group. And like you said, we started. We were one of the first companies to be involved in Argentina. One indeed a pioneer in mining exploration in Argentina. We've had a lot of success in that country, and this project here is very high up on our radar. We are confident that the potential here is to have much, much more than the 23 million pounds that we've already identified. So, this has potential to be a 10-bagger or more.
You mentioned the 23 million pounds that you've already identified. Where's the market cap today?
Our market cap today is hovering at around $25 million. So we have a very low market cap. It was higher a while ago, but as the entire sector took a step back, you know, I guess our market cap deflated with that. However, you know, our feeling is for the uranium sector in general is very, very positive, very, very bullish, in fact, because the fundamentals haven't changed. We're still seeing more nuclear reactors being built around the world, creating much, much more demand for uranium. And look at the price of the underlying metal. It's still hovering over $50. And that's a long cry from the sub $20 a pound that we were at just only a few years ago.
For accredited investors, and I should stress that, right? Because obviously it's a private placement that only accredited investors are able to participate in. But for accredited investors that are listening, that like the bullish fundamentals of uranium, that like the fact that you're getting, you know, the equivalent of $1 and a few pennies for each pound of uranium that you've discovered, and like the exploration upside, and like the stable jurisdiction that Argentina has turned itself into, who should they get a hold of to inquire about participating?
Well, they can contact our investor relations person. His name is Sean Perger, and he can be reached at perger@grossogroup.com.
Excellent. And that's PERGER at grossogroup.com, correct?
Correct. That is correct.
You've got the permits finally being worked through. You've launched field work. You've advanced the 2 priority targets. What comes next once you close this financing, Niko?
Well, we're going to continue with our drill program here. We're going to drill out these targets. You know, we've got already what we have here is, you know, for our listeners, is not just a deposit. We have an entire new district in southern Argentina that rivals some of the biggest districts in the world. It's got potential to be ranked amongst the largest uranium districts with some of the lowest operating costs. And it's in a jurisdiction in Argentina, which is very favorable. It's in the Western Hemisphere geopolitically. It's a great place to be acquiring uranium from if you're looking to buy uranium. And, you know, this is what can I say? This is a fantastic opportunity.
No, I agree. I love uranium. I love what the group has done in Argentina. I love what Argentina has done for itself to emerge as a very, very stable mining jurisdiction. And look, the exploration upside is pretty exceptional here. Looking forward to seeing the response and looking forward to seeing the results from future exploration work on these targets. Niko, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gerardo.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.